following is a presentation of Fox Sports.
Houston, Texas, home of the NBA Rockets, the NFL Texans, the Major League Baseball Astros, and two nationally ranked Conference USA college baseball teams, the 29th rated Houston Cougars and the number 27 Rice Owls. The Cougars are led this season by true freshmen Justin Montemayor and Josh Vidalis, while Rice junior Michael Aquino continues to provide the offensive spark for legendary head coach Wayne Graham's Owls. It's the Battle of the Bayou City, Rice versus Houston, right now on Fox Sports Networks. Welcome to Cougar Field in Houston for Conference USA Baseball on Fox Sports Networks. Today, the number 27 Rice Owls take on the number 29 Houston Cougars. As we look at Conference USA standings, Houston on top with that 7-3 record. Red Hot Southern Miss is in second, and there you have the Rice Owls. The Owls tied with Memphis for third place. Hello and welcome to our coverage of Conference USA Baseball. I'm Bruce Howard, along with former Rice and Baylor star pitcher Pat Combs, and of course Major League pitcher as well. And as you get ready for this truly Houston rivalry, City of Houston rivalry, no question important for Conference USA, but certainly as you take a look at this rivalry, two teams that know each other, and boy, they get after it.
Oh, absolutely, Bruce. And these are kids that grew up playing ball together. They played against each other, high school ball, summer league ball. They take this game personally.
No doubt. And for the Rice Owls, leading them all year long has been Michael Aquino. Michael Aquino wasn't even a full-time starter last year. This year he's been leading the way, and so he's gone from part-time to big-time for the Owls.
Absolutely. Look at that 340 average. He leads the Owls, but this guy's a multi-talented player. He sings, he plays the guitar, and he enjoys strumming opposing pitchers. But Michael Aquino is a big catalyst for that Owl lineup.
Yeah, no doubt. And on the Houston Cougars side, a great story. Justin Montemayor, in the fall, he was a walk-on. They didn't even know if he'd make the team. Now he's leading them in hitting.
He did, Bruce. He came out of nowhere. He took over for an injured player at first base, Casey Grayson, and he's kind of led this freshman uprising with the U of H Cougars. Three of the top five guys in the lineup, freshmen, and Montemayor leading the team with a .313 average.
Well, and you take a look at any map of the state of Texas, and you will see a star next to Austin, emblematic, of course, of the capital. Well, we have a capital pitching matchup here. A pair of Austins going at it. Austin Kubica of the Rice Owls, second in the league in ERA, and Austin Pruitt going at it for the Houston Cougars in this game. He is tops in number of wins this year in Conference USA. So it's Houston taking on Rice, the battle for the Silver Glove here in Houston, Texas. Lineups coming up next. Beautiful day for baseball here in Houston. The Silver Glove series between Houston and Rice. Here's a look at the Rice Owls starting lineup. Of course, we talked about Michael Aquino, but red hot lately has been Michael Rattery. Rattery in the number 4 spot in this ball game, solid from 1 to 9 for the Rice Owls this year. And the starting pitcher for the Houston Cougars is Austin Pruitt, 7-2 with a 1.99 ERA. He's not a huge guy, not a big guy, but boy, is he a bulldog, Pat.
Oh, he is, Bruce. 5'11". I bet he doesn't break 180, but he does. He's got a big heart, big command, great control of a breaking ball, which is his number 1 pitch, that curveball. If he has that on today, Bruce, that's going to cause some issues for the Rice lineup.
And the defensive alignment for the Cougars. This is a solid team, and up the middle, Frankie Ratliff has been outstanding. Josh Vidalis, he picks them all up, and Landon Appling in center field, outstanding to go and get it. He's one of the leaders of this Houston Cougars team. And leading it off for the Rice Owls will be Leon Bird. Bird to lead it off, followed by Christian Stringer and Ford Stainback here against Austin Pruitt. Beautiful day for baseball. And game 2 of the Silver Glove Series 2013 is underway. The Houston Cougars won last night's game 8-7. So it's important, obviously, for Rice to even things up here today. That one a little bit high, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Leon Bird from Cypress, Texas, Cy Ranch High School, right around the corner. Freshman's had a good freshman year leading things off. That one skied and out of play as Caleb Barker chases it down. We talked about the beautiful sunshine here in Houston, but the weather conditions could not be more perfect. 63 degrees, a little bit of a wind and humidity. Very, very nice. Perfect
April day here in Houston, Texas for some college baseball. A little bit of wind blowing out right now toward left center field. Bird, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. That one pumped right in there for strike 3.
Well, a great pitch by Pruitt there. 3 fastballs in a row, which is really unlike his repertoire. He likes to use that curveball, but leadoff hitter, he gives him 3 fastballs and Bird's out on strikes.
Austin Pruitt has a fastball. As Pat mentioned, of course, the curve is his best pitch and a changeup. And here's Christian Stringer. 1 down here in the first. There's that breaking pitch or off-speed pitch for a strike. And it's 0-1.
How about this day, Bruce? Wow.
Oh.
Houston set a low this morning, a record low, 40 degrees.
That means it's not going to get too hot today, though, with the temperature in the 60s.
Just perfect. Perfect day.
Austin Pruitt out of the Woodlands, north of Houston, by way of Navarro Junior College.
I think our production crew had to put on jackets this morning.
I think they did. Yeah, they were here very early. The crew just does a great job. The 2-1, and that one just a tad. No, it did catch the knees, according to home plate umpire Curtis Alexander. So it's a strike, and it's 2-2. What was this pitch?
Yeah, it looks like fastball right down at the knees, and great pitch for both the hitters and the pitcher to understand exactly how low that umpire is going to go today with the strike zone.
2-ball, 2-strike count to Stringer. 270 hitter on the year, and that one misses. And it goes to 3-2. Stringer, second in the league in triples. He has 3 triples on the year. Here's the 3-2. That one's in there. And for the second straight at bat, that's a called strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Austin Pruitt.
Well, how about Pruitt? We built him up with his breaking ball before the game, and now he's 2 strikeouts with 2 fastballs. This one catching the outside corner on Stringer. But interesting, we haven't seen the big breaking ball yet, except for that first pitch he threw to Stringer. That one catches the knees. Great pitch.
Here's Ford Stainback, the number 3 hitter, who taps one slowly to third. Jonathan Davis will let it roll. Good decision. It rolls foul.
Yeah, smart play. There was no way he had a chance to get Stainback out with his speed going down the first baseline, and Jonathan Davis made the exact right call, let that ball go by.
I mean, once it's going that slowly, you know you don't have much of a chance, right?
No, there was no chance. He saw Stainback get out of the box. He's a left-handed hitter. He knows what kind of speed he has, so it's just a smart play. It's a heads-up play by third baseman.
The count is no balls and 1 strike to Ford Stainback. That one chopped to the second baseman. The Dallas takes care of it, and an easy 1-2-3 inning for Austin Pruitt as he sets the Rice Owls down 1-2-3. We'll take a look at the Houston lineup in a moment. Well, the Owls don't score in the top half of the first inning, and our first look at the Houston Cougars lineup, and in the bottom of the first, here's a look at the Cougars batting order, and we talked about Montemayor, but they're solid up and down. Kyle Servance had a good day yesterday. The left fielder very fast, and then at the bottom of the lineup, Ashford Fulmer, very athletic player. And this is, again, a very solid team, 1 through 9. And now the starting pitcher for the Rice Owls, Austin Kubica, the preseason All-American, and he's outstanding.
Oh, he's been everything and that and more this year for the Rice Owls. And you see Austin Kubica, junior right-hander from Colleyville, Texas, and 5-2 record, 1.36 ERA. Folks, he just doesn't give up many runs. And for the U of H lineup, they're really going to have to try to zero in on that slider. He's got an incredible slider and a good fastball to go along with it.
And here's the Rice defense for the middle of that lineup, the middle of that defense, very good. Stainback and Stringer, a combined 6 errors between them up the middle, and that's outstanding for your second baseman. And shortstop Leon Bird can chase him down, and Michael Rattery very, very athletic in right field. Blake Fox gets a start at first base today for the Rice Owls. And Josh Vidalis will lead it off, and one of the many freshmen and first-team guys for the Houston Cougars. Freshman out of LaPorte High School, which is right here in Houston. Boy, Todd Whitting has done a nice job of recruiting this year. He's got some players that are making an impact early in their careers. First pitch misses inside 1-0. And for Austin Kubica, the big deal is command, isn't it? Especially early in the count.
It really is, Bruce, and he really has an unbelievable repertoire with this fastball and slider to be able to throw both those pitches at any time in the count. And that slider is a tight spin. It's hard to pick up. It gives hitters fits.
1-1 count now to Vidalis. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vidalis, #1 in the league in runs scored with 31. He's also 5th in on-base percentage at .436. Just what you want out of your leadoff man. There's 35 walks on the year, and he cuts at that one. It's strike 3. And they have to throw down to get him out. Vidalis out, and that was no question about it. Kubica making Vidalis hit his pitch.
Well, exactly right. Unlike we saw Pruitt in the first inning go with his fastball, there's that tight slider from Kubica, and that is a strikeout pitch. It's very difficult to pick up. Pretty interesting, too, on a bright day like this. We'll see how the hitters can adjust to trying to catch that slider out of Kubica's hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Kyle Cervantz, a .295 hitter on the year. Jersey Village, Texas is in northwest Houston. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Coach Wayne Graham was talking about Austin Kubica, his velocity and the fastball getting a little bit better, and he said his fastball is a breaking ball because he has so much movement on that pitch.
No, he does. He throws a sinking fastball, a 2-seamer, which typically gets more movement than a 4-seam fastball, and it does. His fastball sinks hard, moves all over the place. Sometimes hard for him to control, but he's shown great control this year.
And he hit 91 on the gun on that pitch and really popped it. This year, for the most part, he's been 86 to 91 with a fastball. That one in there for a strike. Coach Graham had a chance to allow Kubica to pitch on Tuesday, and he had a 50-pitch start because he just didn't feel that his command was very good last start.
That was a great decision by Coach Graham, and he talked about the first time we caught Rice against Tulane a few weeks back that he really wanted Kubica to throw more fastballs. He felt like he was relying too much on that slider, and it was affecting the velocity on his fastball.
A tapper to the second baseman, Christian Stringer fields. 2 down here in the first inning. And on Tuesday against Texas Tech, Austin Kubica pitched 4 innings, allowed no hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Interesting is the first 4 pitches, balls. He walked the first guy, and then he was lights out the rest of the way. But I don't think there's any question Coach Graham feels that Kubica got back on track with that short 50-pitch start. Here's Frankie Ratcliffe.
Well, every once in a while, Bruce, you get a pitcher who just gets a little bit out of whack with his mechanics. It could have been a number of issues with Austin in that previous Conference USA start. So the Tuesday start for Coach Graham was a chance for Austin to really get back on track.
Frankie Radcliffe's been red hot for Houston. 3 RBIs last night. He has 8 RBIs this week for the Houston Cougars out of that #3 hole. Starting shortstop for Houston. Check swing on a breaking ball. How is he fooling a hitter in this sort of a pitch?
Well, yeah, we've talked about that tight slider, and if you've never been in the batter's box and seen a slider at pitcher's hand, it's very difficult to pick up if they throw it with a tight spin, and that's what Kubica has featured. That is his #1 pitch. It's just hard to pick up.
And there is strike 3, and again the 2 pitchers, 2 of the best in Conference USA, mowing down the opposing hitters here in the first inning. A pair of strikeouts for Kubica, and he'll slide off the mound with a slider strikeout. No score at the end of 1.